हेलो एवरीवन। ये आपका यूनिट 2 पेपर 2 बीएड फर्स्ट ईयर का जो मैंने पिछले वीडियो में कुछ बताया था कुछ क्वेश्चन रह गए थे, उसका डिस्कशन आज करते हैं। तो देखते हैं क्वेश्चन कौन कौन से हमने कर लिए। तो ये आपका है कंटेम्प्रोरी इंडिया एंड एजुकेशन पेपर 2 बीएड फर्स्ट ईयर। तो यूनिट सेकंड का मैंने क्वेश्चन जो जो किया उसका एक बार ओवरव्यू करते हैं। पहला क्वेश्चन किया है एंशिएंट इंडिया, सेकंड क्वेश्चन किया डिस्क्राइब एजुकेशन ड्यूरिंग वैदिक पीरियड, थर्ड क्वेश्चन है डिस्कस एजुकेशन ड्यूरिंग बुद्धिस्ट पीरियड, फोर्थ क्वेश्चन है डिस्कस एजुकेशन ड्यूरिंग मेडिएवल पीरियड। आगे क्वेश्चन हमने कर दिया है डिस्कशन एक्सप्लेन अबाउट बर्थ ऑफ द इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन एंड इट्स फंडामेंटल कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स, 6 नंबर हो गया। 7 नंबर हो गया डिस्कस प्रियम्बल। 8 नंबर हो गया आपका डायरेक्टिव प्रिंसिपल ऑफ स्टेट पॉलिसी, व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय यूनिवर्सलाइजेशन ऑफ एजुकेशन। 9 नंबर हो गया डिस्क्राइब एजुकेशन एंड फंडामेंटल राइट एंड ड्यूटीज। अब हम आते हैं क्वेश्चन नंबर 16 जो कहता है डिस्क्राइब इन डिटेल नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी 1986, एंड उसके बाद 18 नंबर करेंगे डिस्क्राइब फॉलोइंग लिबरलाइजेशन प्राइवेटाइजेशन एंड ग्लोबलाइजेशन। और 24 क्वेश्चन हमने 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 क्वेश्चन हमने सेलेक्ट किया है, और आज हो सकता है ये 10 क्वेश्चन टोटल कंप्लीट हो जाए, क्योंकि पार्ट 3 में ऑलरेडी हो चुका है, ये चौथा पार्ट होगा। तो आइए देखते हैं हम लोग क्वेश्चन नंबर 16। हाँ, 16 क्वेश्चन कहता है आपका डिस्क्राइब इन डिटेल नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी 1986। तो कहता है द नेशनल पॉलिसी ऑन एजुकेशन is a policy formulated by Government of India to promote education amongst Indian people. The policy cover elementary education to college in both rural and urban areas. इंडिया द फर्स्ट एनपी मतलब पहला जो नेशनल पॉलिसी एजुकेशन जो लाया गया 1968 में, एंड द सेकंड द प्राइम मिनिस्टर राजीव गांधी 1986 में। द मेन फीचर ऑफ द इस मैनुअल नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी भी है रोल ऑफ एजुकेशन। तो कहता है एजुकेशन इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर ऑल राउंड डेवलपमेंट ऑफ इंडिविजुअल, इट इज ऑल्सो रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर कल्चरल एसिमिलेशन एंड प्रोवाइड स्ट्रेंथ टू डेमोक्रेसी। सेकुलरिज्म एजुकेशन कंस्ट्रक्ट द नेशन एट एवरी लेवल, create self-sufficiency and search new areas of development। सेकेंड कहता है आपका नेशनल सिस्टम ऑफ एजुकेशन थ्रू एजुकेशन इज ए स्टेट सब्जेक्ट, दिस पॉलिसी प्रोवाइड ए नेशनल सिस्टम ऑफ एजुकेशन 10+2+3। आगे कहता है इक्वालिटी, दिस पॉलिसी प्रोवाइड इक्वल अपॉर्चुनिटी टू ऑल फॉर एजुकेशन, नवोदय स्कूल हैव बीन ओपन फॉर सोशली एंड इकोनॉमिकली डिप्राइव्ड but for talented children regional imbalance are also being removed। कहता है 4th नंबर एजुकेशन फॉर शेड्यूल कास्ट, सोशियली एंड इकोनॉमिकली deprived scheduled caste are the backbone of our society, they need proper development and place in society, so scholarship hostel facility adult education program are being introduced। 5th नंबर कहता है वोमेन एजुकेशन, न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी गेव अ स्पेशल इम्फेसिस टू वोमेन एजुकेशन, दिस स्टेटमेंट ओबे दैट वोमेन आर द कीज टू नेशन प्रोग्रेस एजुकेशन ऑफ इलिटरेसी वोकेशनल क्यूरिकुलम न्यूट्रिशन एंड चाइल्ड केयर कोर्सेस, होम मैनेजमेंट ड्यूटीज आर गिवन प्रायोरिटी। एजुकेशन फॉर ट्राइब्स, दिस पॉलिसी गेव मेन इम्फेसिस टू द एजुकेशन ऑफ ट्राइब्स, residential ashram school have been opened for them, scholarship for higher education are also given। आगे कहता है एडल्ट एजुकेशन आपका हो गया कि एजुकेशन पॉलिसी गेव ए प्रोग्राम फॉर एडल्ट एजुकेशन टू रिमूव इलिटरेसी फ्रॉम द मास, फॉर दिस एडल्ट स्कूल लाइब्रेरी डिस्टेंस एजुकेशन टीवी प्रोग्राम आर बीइंग इंट्रोड्यूस्ड। आगे कहता है 8 नंबर एजुकेशन फॉर अदर बैकवर्ड क्लास। ए लार्ज नंबर ऑफ बैकवर्ड क्लास माइनॉरिटी क्लास हैव नॉट बीन गिवन एनी अपॉर्चुनिटी फॉर एजुकेशन। These class are in very crucial situation. They are socially and economically deprived due to their profession, and the upper caste do not give them social sanction. Education is only way to give them chance to cooperation with society. As far as secondary education is concerned, vocationalization of it is introduced. At higher education stage, autonomy has been given to good college. I got through new policy gave a new direction in the field of education in the light of national unity and development. This is a preparation to welcome the 21st century. Life deal, day, family structure, social organization, national, थोड़ा जूम करते हैं इसको, national consciousness is influenced by the scientific and technological advancement, moral, social, ethical, and human values need development. This is a felt need of our new policy. Common man is on the crossroads. He does not find his way to destiny. In the word of our then Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi, we will have to build our society. Such a society where education must be honored. Education does not end after learning a school or college. It is a lifelong process. We cannot progress until our education is honored, and we could not face the challenge in future to save our country. I got the integrated education for disabled children. It has been established scientifically that disabled children with mild handicap make better progress academically and psychologically if they study along with normal children. I got the educational concession to children. The center and most of the state government and union territories offer educational concessions to children of the defense personnel and paramilitary forces killed or permanently disabled during Indo-China hostilities in 1962 and Indo-Pakistan operation in 1965 and 21. Education of SC, ST, OBC कहता है pursuant to the national policy on education, the following special provision for SC, ST have been incorporated in the existing scheme of the Department of Elementary Education and Literacy and Secondary and Higher Education. I कहता relaxed norms for opening of primary school. A primary school within 1 kilometer walking distance from habitation of 200 population instead of habitation of 300 population. आएगा था abolition of tuition fee in all state in government school at least up to primary level. Most of the state have abolished tuition fee for SC ST student to give senior secondary level. Providing incentive like free textbook, uniform, stationery, school bags to these students. Major program of the Department of Education via District Primary Education Program, Lok Chumbis, Shiksha Karmi, Non-Formal Education, National Program for Nutritional Support to Primary Education, accord priority to areas of concentration of SC and ST. High Kata reservation of seat for SC ST in central government institution of higher education including IIT, IIM, Regional Engineering College, Central University, Kendriya Vidyalaya and Navodaya Vidyalaya apart from reservation. There is also relaxation in the minimum qualifying cutoff stage for admission in university, college and technical institution. The UGC has established SC ST cells in 104 university including Central University to ensure proper implementation of the reservation policy. I got that to improve academic skill and linguistic proficiency of a student in various subjects and raising their level of comprehension. Remedial and special coaching is provided for SC/ST students. IITs have a scheme under which SC/ST students who marginally fail in the entrance examination are provided 1 year preparatory course, and those who qualify are then admitted for the first year of BTech course. देखो BTech course, IIT course, BTech course. आगे कहता है आउट ऑफ 43,000 स्कॉलरशिप एट द सेकेंडरी स्टेज ऑफ फॉर टैलेंटेड चिल्ड्रेन फ्रॉम रूरल एरियाज 13,000 scholarships are exclusively reserved for SC/ST student. 70 scholarship 70 scholarships are exclusively reserved for SC/ST student and other national talent search scheme. SC/ST candidates are provided relaxation up to 10% cut-off marks for junior research fellowship. JRF क्या होता है? Junior Research Fellowship test, and all the SC/ST candidates qualifying for JRF are awarded fellowship. अगला कहता है जे नंबर की 50 जूनियर फेलोशिप आर अवार्डेड एवरी ईयर इन साइंस एंड ह्यूमैनिटीज इंक्लूडिंग सोशल साइंस टू SC/ST कैंडिडेट हु अपीयर इन द नेशनल एलिजिबिलिटी टेस्ट एंड क्वालिफाई द एलिजिबिलिटी टेस्ट फॉर लेक्चरशिप. आगे कहता है GC प्रोवाइड रिलैक्सेशन 5% फ्रॉम 55% to 50% at the master level of appointment as lecture for SC/ST candidate. The Commission has also reduced minimum percentage of marks required for appearing in NET examination to 50% at master level for SC/ST. आगे कहता है कि द सेंट्रल इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ इंडियन लैंग्वेज मैसूर हैज ए स्कीम ऑफ डेवलपमेंट ऑफ इंडियन लैंग्वेज थ्रू रिसर्च developing manpower production of materials in modern Indian language including tribal language. The institute has worked in more than 25 tribal language. आगे कहता है 146 districts have been identified as low female literacy district to be given focused attention by the center as well as a state duty for the implementation of program scheme. आगे कहता है minorities education. तो माइनॉरिटी एजुकेशन कहता है आपका कि द ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ स्कीम ऑफ एरिया इंटेंसिव प्रोग्राम फॉर एजुकेशनली बैकवर्ड माइनॉरिटी इज टू प्रोवाइड बेसिक एजुकेशनल इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर एंड फैसिलिटीज इन एरियाज ऑफ कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ एजुकेशनली बैकवर्ड माइनॉरिटीज which do not have adequate provision for elementary and secondary school. Under the scheme, percent assistance is given for. इसमें क्या क्या है? कहता है एस्टेब्लिशमेंट ऑफ न्यू प्राइमरी एंड अपर प्राइमरी स्कूल नॉन फॉर्मल एजुकेशनल सेंटर वेयर एवर नेसेसरी. जहाँ जरूरत है वहाँ प्राइमरी स्कूल को एस्टेब्लिश करो, नॉन प्राइमरी स्कूल को एस्टेब्लिश करो, नॉन फॉर्मल एजुकेशन सेंटर बनाओ. सेकेंड कहता है स्ट्रेंथनिंग ऑफ एजुकेशनल इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर एंड फिजिकल फैसिलिटी इन द प्राइमरी एंड अपर प्राइमरी स्कूल. एंड थर्ड कहता है ओपनिंग ऑफ मल्टी स्ट्रीम रेसिडेंशियल हायर सेकेंडरी स्कूल फॉर गर्ल्स बिलोंगिंग टू द एजुकेशनली बैकवर्ड माइनॉरिटीज. आगे कहता है डिस्टेंस एजुकेशन में पीटर का कहना है कि डिस्टेंस एजुकेशन इज ए मेथड ऑफ इनडायरेक्ट इंस्ट्रक्शन. सही बात है, टीचर स्टूडेंट एक साथ नहीं रहते हैं, वो दूर दूर की पढ़ाई है. इम्प्लाइंग जोग्राफिकल एंड इमोशनल सेपरेशन ऑफ टीचर एंड टॉट वेयर एज इन मेन स्ट्रीम एजुकेशन द रिलेशनशिप बिटवीन टीचर एंड स्टूडेंट इन क्लासरूम इज बेस्ड अपॉन सोशल नॉर्म्स. इन डिस्टेंस एजुकेशन इट इज बेस्ड अपॉन टेक्नोलॉजिकल रूल. जैसे हम आप आज स्टडी कर रहे हैं, डेट इज डिस्टेंस डिस्टेंस. Jacques Fock stated the distance education is a mode of learning with certain characteristics which distinguish it from the campus-based mode of learning. Growth of distance education in India. About 25 years ago, correspondence education in India was started as a pilot project in the University of Delhi. The success of this experiment encouraged other universities to take up instruction through the distance education in 1985. The government of India decided to set up Indira Gandhi National Open University (IGNOU), है ना? That is also part of distance education. That is open education. The focal point of this university are under to promote open university and distance education system. दोनों को promote करना है. To determine the standard of teaching, evaluation and research in such system. फिर थर्ड कहता है to allocate the disburse grant to college whether admitted to its privileges or not, or no to any other university or institution of higher learning as may be specified by the states. तो इस तरीके से हमने पढ़ लिया आपका नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी. अगला टॉपिक है हमारा कि 3 टॉपिक है ना? हो सकता है ये शॉर्ट आंसर टाइप क्वेश्चन 5 नंबर वाला में आ जाए. लिबरलाइजेशन, प्राइवेटाइजेशन एंड ग्लोबलाइजेशन लिखने को. तो देखते हैं लिबरलाइजेशन क्या होता है. देखा जाए तो ये अपने आप में 3 क्वेश्चन है. तो देखते हैं लिबरलाइजेशन क्या होता है. तो कहता है लिबरलाइजेशन. Liberalization term liberalization in this context implies economic liberalization. Economic liberalization constitutes one of the basic elements of new economic policy, which the Indian government launched the middle of the year 1991. Other important aspects of this policy are privatization of the public sector and globalization and market-friendly state. The main thrust of the new economic policy is liberalization. The essence of this policy is that greater freedom is to be given to the entrepreneur of any industry, trade, or business, and that governmental control on the same is reduced to the minimum. I कहता है main purpose of the process towards economic liberalization is to set business free and to learn on commercial lines. The underlying belief is that commerce and business are not matter to content to fixed national boundaries. They are global phenomena. Here, artificial government restriction which hinder economic and commercial activities and flow of goods and service must be removed. The liberalization intend to liberalization commerce and business and trade from the clutch of control and obstacles. The recent wave of economic policy reform in the developing world has been seen as necessary consequence of the changed world economic system. The key feature of changed world economy is the element of the highlighted economic globalization, which provide new external challenge as well as opportunity for development. Main features of liberalization are the following: lesson government control and freelance to private enterprises, capital market open for private entrepreneurs. Third have got simplification of licensing policy. Fourth kata opportunity to purchase foreign exchange at market price. Five kata right to take independent decision regarding the market. Six kata है better opportunity for completion. Seven kata है widened liberty in realm of business and trade. I कहता है from the Indian point of view, it is very difficult to say at this stage if the process of economic liberalization taken up by Government of India in 1990 has in reality brought big economic gain to India. The process had no doubt brought some benefit through it suffer from some beneficiary. I कहता the gain. The liberalization process has helped in the free movement of goods and service, which had led to better industrial performance. Industrial organizations have now become more efficient and market responsive. Country exports are on the increase. Sectors such as information technology and computer software over here registered tremendous progress. आई कहता है द डिफिशियंसी के बारे में कहता है आपका लिबरलाइजेशन प्रोसेस है जी डिफिशियंसी ऑल्सो. इसका जो है डिसएडवांटेज भी है लिबरलाइजेशन का. द इकोनॉमिक reform including liberalization were introduced all on the sudden and proper background were not created to take their full advantage and to face their consequence. आगे है आपका liberalization. There are at least two striking features of mainstream analysis of the economic reform program in India since 1991. The first, which is evident not only in the official government publication, particularly English language financial press, which has been generally unsupported by large, have been successful as both in achieving the medium-term goals of a structural adjustment and in preparing to economy for intake of in the new globalized environment. कहता है the important characteristic of the new policy may be described and explained under the following heads: liberalization, privatization of public sector, globalization and market friendly state. Liberalization is the thrust of policy which is freedom for the entrepreneur. The new policy permits foreign direct investment to a large extent and a larger number of industries than before. आगे कहता है privatization. Privatization is a managerial approach that has attracted the interest of many categories of people: academicians, politicians, government employees, layers of the private sector and public on the whole. Privatization has an adverse impact on the employee moral and generate fear of dislocation or termination. More likely, it also add on to the apprehension pertaining to accountability and quality. Experts both advocate and criticize privatization, making it more or less provocative decision that call for diligent screening by the decision makers in assessment of pros and cons attached to the concerned policy. आगे है आपका इन इंडिया privatization has been accepted with a lot of resistance and has been dormant initially during the inception period of economic liberalization in the country. इंडिया में भी बहुत सारा रुकावटों के बाद ही जो है प्राइवेटाइजेशन को एक्सेप्ट किया गया. The article intend to analyze the present status of privatization in India and summarize its advantage and disadvantage in context with the Indian economy. Privatization is also one of the aspect of new economic policy which came to take shape in the decade of 1990. The term privatization cannot wide range of ideas. In narrow sense, privatization implies the induction of private ownership in publicly owned enterprises, but in broader sense, it cannot beside private ownership or even without change of ownership. The induction of private management and control in the public sector enterprises. आगे कहता है प्राइवेटाइजेशन रिफर टू एनी प्रोसेस दैट रिड्यूस द इन्वॉल्वमेंट ऑफ स्टेट पब्लिक सेक्टर इन इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटीज ऑफ ए नेशन. Privatization process in a mixed economy such as India include decentralization, the transfer of ownership of productive asset to private sector. जैसे भी एल आई सी को प्राइवेट सेक्टर में ट्रांसफर कर दिया गया. फिर आप एयर इंडिया को देख लीजिए तो सेकेंड कहता है एंट्री ऑफ प्राइवेट सेक्टर industries into the areas exclusively reserved for the state sector or which are considered exclusive monopolies of a state. थर्ड कहता है लिमिटिंग द स्कोप ऑफ पब्लिक सेक्टर और नो मोर डाइवर्सिफिकेशन ऑफ एग्जिस्टिंग पब्लिक सेक्टर अंडरस्टैंडिंग. ठीक है, definition of privatization. Steve H. Hanke referred to privatization as the process whereby the public operation are transferred to the private sector. ठीक है, Barbara Lee and John Nelly define the concept of this manner. Privatization is general process of involving the private sector in the ownership or operation of a state-owned enterprise. Thus, the term refers to private purchase of all part of the economy. It covers contractually out and the privatization of management through management contract, leases or franchise arrangement. I got the main objective of privatization. The process of privatization has been triggered with the main intention of improving industrial efficiency and to facilitate the inflow of foreign investment. Second कहता है it also want to make the public sector undertaking a strong, able and efficient companies. It recommend a change in the role of a government from that of the owner manager to that of a mere controller or regular. आगे थर्ड नंबर कहता है इट ऑल्सो इंटेंड टू इंश्योर efficient utilization of all type of resource including human resource. फोर्थ कहता है आपका privatization insist on the government to concentrate on the area such as education, administration and infrastructure and to give up the responsibility of looking after business and running industry. It is expected to strengthen the capital market by following appropriate trade policy. ठीक है, in India, the wave of privatization that was generated during the 18th became more powerful when Rajiv Gandhi assumed office as the Prime Minister of India. ठीक है, the issue of privatization in India has to be understood in the context of relative efficiency, inefficiency of the public sector industry, dearth of financial resource, defective competition system and continuous labor problem and so on. When India became independent, it embarked upon planned economic development. In order to accelerate economic development, it started giving more emphasis on the public sector on which government had its Control the Industrial Policy Resolution 1956 also give importance to public sector industry. Growth of the public sector assume importance in the Indian economy. It contribute to employment opportunity, capital formation, development of infrastructure, and increase in export over the years, and too many other areas. But it failed in certain respect. It failed to generate adequate surplus to support sustained growth. The public sector was also a failure in obtaining consistent profit, fulfilling labor demand and interest, encouraging industrial research, reducing the cost of the production, achieving technical expertise, and in successfully facing the competition at the hand of private sector. During the later year of Mrs. Indira Gandhi regime, है ना, a search of new policy option began. Gradually, new industrial policy started taking place. The essence of this policy is the market forces must be allowed to play their role in shaping the economy. With the announcement of new economic policy on 24 July 1991 by Dr. Manmohan Singh and then Union Finance Minister, India opted for radical change. फिर कहता है एडवांटेज ऑफ प्राइवेटाइजेशन, improved efficiency, accountability, innovation, quality service, infrastructure, absence of political interference, systematic marketing, use of technology, research and development. आगे कहता है argument of in favor of privatization. Privatization is necessary to revitalize the state-owned enterprises. Privatization is necessary to face global competition. Privatization is needed to create more employment opportunity in future. ये थोड़ा सा टफ बात है. Privatization more employment. Helpful for mobilizing and investing resource, recognition of talents and good performance of work. आगे कहता है argument against privatization. क्या क्या argument है प्राइवेट? Profitability alone should not become the sole yardstick to measure efficiency. Role of public sector undertaking from the socio-economic angle and cannot be ignored. Protection of the interest of the weaker section. Price fixing policy here is not profit oriented. Fifth number कहता है argument that private sector is more efficient than the public sector is not right. आगे कहता है the experiment of privatization undertaken in European countries has been given a lot of publicity in the media. The privatization program implemented in Britain, Mexico, and previously existed East Germany had attained good success. This success has inspired many nations to move in that direction. India is also one of them. Economists differ in their view regarding the relative success or future failure of privatization. In Indian context, it is however widely held that privatization could achieve notable success only if it is solidly backed by political authority, effectively implemented by bureaucracy, and implicitly acceptable. Privatization is complicated and its efficient management is competent task. आगे कहता है globalization. Globalization represents one of the aspects of the new economic policy launched in decade of 1980 and 1990s. The new economic policy has also made the economy widely oriented such that its activities are now to be governed both by domestic market and the world market. The general use of the term globalization can be follow interaction and interdependence among countries. ठीक आता है आपका इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ वर्ल्ड इकोनॉमी. थर्ड कहता है डी territorialization. The term globalization was first coined by 1980, but even before this, there was interaction among nations. But in modern days, globalization has launched all spheres of life, such as economy, education, technology, culture, phenomena. है ना? Technology, culture, phenomena, social aspect. The term global village is also frequently used to highlight the significance of globalization. आगे कहता है ग्लोबलाइजेशन ऑफ प्रोडक्शन रिफर टू इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी बाय यूनिट ऑफ प्राइवेट कैपिटल और अवेक्ड स्केल. S.K. Mishra and V.K. Puri stated that in simple terms, globalization means integrating economy of a country with world economy. है ना, किसी भी कंट्री को वर्ल्ड इकोनॉमी पे इंटीग्रेट करने के लिए ग्लोबलाइजेशन को हम लोग यूज करते हैं टर्म को. इन सिंपल वर्ड ग्लोबलाइजेशन इज रिफर टू ए प्रोसेस ऑफ इंक्रीजिंग economic integration and growing economic interdependence between countries in the world economy. The word globalization is now used to sum up contemporary world order, but the influence of globalization is directly visible to the economic field and hence the term is very often taken to be economic globalization of market. The globalization defined as the process whereby there is social, cultural, technological exchange across the border. फिर कहता स्टेप्स इन ग्लोबलाइजेशन. कहता है फर्स्ट नीड फॉर कॉरपोरेट सेक्टर टू गो ग्लोबल. द इंडियन कॉरपोरेट सेक्टर हैज टू टेक लीड एंड इनिशिएटिव इन ब्रिंगिंग अबाउट द ग्लोबलाइजेशन ऑफ इकोनॉमी. सेकेंड कहता है नीड टू प्रमोट कॉम्पिटिटिवनेस ऑफ इंडियन प्रोड्यूसर. आगे कहता है टू सक्सीड इन ग्लोबल मार्केट कॉम्पिटिटिवनेस ऑफ इंडियन प्रोड्यूसर हैज टू बी इम्प्रूव्ड. थर्ड कहता है नीड टू अडॉप्ट न्यू स्ट्रेटेजीज. द चेंजिंग रियलिटी ऑफ द ग्लोबल इन्वायरमेंट डिटेक्ट दैट इंडियन फर्म मस्ट चेंज इन ऑर्डर टू सर्वाइव. फिर कहता है नीड टू क्रिएट आगे कहता है आपका एडवांटेज ऑफ ग्लोबलाइजेशन. Better and faster industrialization. The flow of industrial units from developed countries to developing countries gives a speed of industry, helping in global industrialization. This helps in overall balanced development. फिर कहता है flow of capital moves from to surplus country to the needy in globalization. Investor can get advantage of better return of his capital. थर्ड का था स्पीड ऑफ प्रोडक्शन फैसिलिटी थ्रू आउट द वर्ल्ड. द प्रोडक्शन यूनिट प्रोड्यूस कोस्ट कॉम्पिटिटिव एंड वाइडर अवेलेबिलिटी एंड मैन्युफैक्चर्ड गुड्स. आगे कहता है फ्लो ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी. तो फ्लो ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी कहता है एडवांस लेवल ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी फ्लो फ्रॉम डेवलप्ड कंट्री टू लेस डेवलप्ड कंट्री. ये कहता है इंक्रीज इन कंसेप्शन ड्यू टू टेक्नोलॉजी एंड स्पेयर्ड अप ग्रेडेशन द डिमांड इंक्रीज फॉर मैन्युफैक्चर्ड गुड्स. Attitude thinking globally is a major plus point in globalization. Disadvantage of globalization. Globalization discourages domestic industry and business. With sophistication in technology and large scale production facility of other countries, domestic trade and industries is hit badly. आएगा था प्रॉब्लम ऑन लेबर फ्रंट. तो प्रॉब्लम ऑन लेबर फ्रंट में क्या कहता है कि द प्रोसेस ऑफ ग्लोबलाइजेशन लीड टू जॉब ले ऑफ एंड एक्सप्लॉयटेशन ऑफ ह्यूमन रिसोर्स. दिस इज स्पेशली अप्लीकेबल टू अंडर डेवलप्ड कंट्रीज. है ना. फिर वाइडनिंग रीच एंड पुअर डिवाइड. तो कहता है अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट एंड द डिक्लाइन ऑफ इनकम लेवल इन लोअर स्ट्राटा ऑफ सोसाइटी वाइडन द गैप बिटवीन द रिच एंड पुअर इवन मोर. अब कहता है ट्रांसफर ऑफ नेशनल रिसोर्स. द डेवलप्ड कंट्री tend to establish factory in underdeveloped country which may lead to commercial exploitation. आगे कहता है टुडे ग्लोबलाइजेशन इज बीइंग चैलेंज अराउंड द वर्ल्ड. है ना, आज के डेट में चैलेंज है ग्लोबलाइजेशन एक वर्ल्ड लेवल पर. इन इफेक्ट ऑफ ग्लोबलाइजेशन इंडिया इज मूविंग ऑन द पाथ ऑफ डेवलपमेंट at a more rapid rate than ever before. It is true that globalization brings it wake great inquiry, mass improvement, and misery. It almost irreversibly widened the gap between the developed and the developing nation. What we learn from this process of globalization is that it is more harmful for the developing and underdeveloped country. The choice for developing country like India lies not in total global integration, but in less of global integration and more of self-reliance and self-sustenance, with an emphasis on indigenous and traditional production and knowledge system. तो इस तरीके से आज आपका यूनिट सेकेंड पेपर 2 कंटेम्प्रोरी इंडिया एंड एजुकेशन फर्स्ट ईयर का कंप्लीट होता है। अब ये आपका शायद पार्ट 4 होगा यूनिट सेकंड का। अब जो नेक्स्ट वीडियो आएगा यूनिट थर्ड का आएगा। तो ओके बाय।